So I'm ready to bring out our first presenter of the morning. Melinda Brody recently celebrated her 25th year in business with her video mystery shopping company. She's shopped over 20,000 on-site agents nationwide, which makes her company a working laboratory of what works and what doesn't on-site. She has a special gift for all the attendees in the audience over on the workbook table. If you'll pick up one of her top secret envelopes, flip it over, use the decoder, you'll see what is inside for your prize. So be sure to pick up a top secret envelope and use the decoder to uncover the mystery that is Melinda Brody.
Of you have heard this from your mom. As long as you live under my roof, you'll do as I. Got it. You just wait until your father gets. You're on a roll. We have people that are awake. Oh, this is my personal favorite. Santa won't bring you anything unless you're. Yeah, that one I really liked. My mother would hold that over my head all year long. And I thought about it and said, wow, Mom, Santa's not bringing me anything. We're Jewish. This is my personal favorite. Have you even heard a word I've... My mother turned the entire listening lesson around when she got older. I would go visit her at her condo, and I'd be frazzled and stressed out from a very hectic day, and she would always say the same thing. Come on in, Melinda. You talk. I'll listen. It made me feel special. When I interviewed several hometown heroes in new home sales, I found a common thread with all of them. They listened. They made their customers feel special. First, I want to share with you some amazing statistics from our video mystery shopping. Last year, we shopped over 40 builder divisions nationwide. Closing the sale. Let's start with that. An amazing statistic, 39% across the board ask my shopper to move forward, close my shopper. That's really amazing considering a few years back it was much lower than that, but here's the shock. 87% of top producers closed the sale. What was the difference? They had the ability to look at the customer and say, you talk, I'll, you got it. You talk, I'll listen. They listened for the right time to close. They listened and didn't pretend to listen. They listened to the buyer's needs and matched that to the perfect home. Follow-up, my third category. This is really amazing. I was shocked by this. 37% across the board followed up with our shoppers. Now, a few years ago, that was less than 15%. So it went up to 37%, a remarkable statistic. However, 86% of top producers follow up. They follow up with their realtors. They follow up in the way the customer wants to be followed up. Is it texting? Is it email? Is it a phone call? Remember the phone? Is it a letter? How do you want to be followed up with? They knew the answer and did that. My last hometown hero is Jill Jones. Jill works for Lennar. She works in Tucson, Arizona. She's been selling for 20 years, and she works with first-timers, move-ups, and active adult. And I asked Jill her secret. Her simple response, realtors. Because realtors love to talk, right? And what does she do? She's mastered the art of, what was it she mastered? Listening. She knows how to listen. She not only joined the Tucson Realtor Association, she supports their charity, which is a homeless shelter for women and children. Oh, did I forget to mention? Jill had breast cancer last year while she had her most amazing sales success of her career, and now she is completely recovered. Yes, let's clap for that. There's no excuse. Anybody recognize that man on the very end of the photo? Anybody? Well, I'd be really surprised if you did, because that's Mr. Short, my 5th grade teacher. Now, this is amazing. I was cleaning out my garage the other day, and I found my 5th grade report card. That's, yes, how it used to look. You probably can't read that, so we'll zoom in a little bit. And I had a talking problem. I know it's hard to believe. And it says, Melinda must learn to control her tongue. Yes, I was a talker. And you know what? In the next grading period, I still had the problem. But what's really cool is you can Google anybody. So I Googled Mr. Short, Philip Short. He's 88 years old and lives in Miami Beach. And I called him up and I said, Mr. Short, I'm going to show you a report card from 5th grade at the Super Sales Rally at the International Builder Show. And do you remember all the trouble I got in when I was in your class for talking? I get paid to talk. It's a wonderful thing. I think I looked pretty rockin' back then, don't you think? For 11, don't you think I look good? I actually think I look pretty good now for 68. What do you think? Yes? I'm actually 58, but I get no reaction. So I just bump it up 10 years. You know, my ex-husband complained that I used to talk a lot, so I gave him the silent treatment. You know what I mean, ladies, right? What I didn't realize is that's what he wanted all along. You know, we're really good at connecting with technology and going like this. Do people walk around like this? We're just sometimes not good at connecting with each other. I have an 80-year-old friend, Roberta. She just got her first iPhone, and she got texting. I was so excited. She got texting. So I get her very first text message, and it says, yippee, I'm textually active. I'm going to end with just a simple secret of my own. And the simple secret is the concept of got versus get. I know some of you are in the audience and going, oh man, I've got to get back to my community. I've got to work with those people on Saturday. I've got to work the numbers to get them qualified, right? I see heads nodding. If you just change got to get, I get to go back to my community on Saturday. I get to work with those people and work those numbers. I get to help them move into their new home. What a difference that makes. We don't just sell houses. We sell gorgeous, brand new homes that change people's lives. My grandparents were Russian immigrants, and when they moved to this country, they lived their entire life with my mother and my uncle in a 600 square foot, 1-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn. They could never afford a home. They were happy just to be in America and just to be free. This picture is one of the few treasured memories they left me. And never forget, for one single moment, that home equals family, and family equals memories. We don't just sell houses, we sell homes that change people's lives. The next customer you see, try those 4 magic words. You talk, I'll listen, and I promise you will be the next hometown hero in new home sales.